Hey, what is up people, Asquare here bringing you Clash of Clans builder base video. And guys, in this video we'll be discussing the base identification for beta baby attack strategy and also some key points to remember while you execute. This attack strategy is very famous among high BH5s or early BH6s, as like me, I'm a very early BH6 and I tend to use this attack strategy and I'm having a huge success with it. There are some key points that you have to remember. That is what we will discuss in this video. So let's begin. Alrighty guys, so let's say you encounter this kind of base when you are matched to a random opponent. The two most important things to consider while you are doing a beta baby attack strategy are these two defenses, air bombs and roster. Obviously these two are the splash damaging buildings that can damage your beta minions while they are behind the baby dragons and can screw your raid. The next replay that we will see is what we will see how a raid is screwed. I got a very bad 0-star on that base. We'll see that, but before we see that, we have to see how a successful hit looks like. And the two things to consider are air bombs and roster. Now, the roster can be very easily distracted by using your battle machine. If let's say the roster is here, and let's say if you deploy a battle machine around this area, around the area of this laboratory, and the battle machine goes inside, it can easily deflect the fire of this roster. But in this base, the roster is basically not covering the builder hall that much. That is why we can just totally ignore it, and we can like completely focus on this air bomb. One thing to note is this attack strategy is not a 3-star attack strategy. It is a high percentage 2-star attack strategy, and you are only going for basically that 50% and the build hall as well. Might be you will be able to get some more defenses or some extra side buildings from your battle machine, but that depends. That is something that you cannot calculate. But the thing to consider is air bomb. Regarding air bomb, if the air bomb is in the first line of first line of the base, that is what I want to say. The first line of the base, like this is the wall piece and this is the air bombs. Once these defenses are down, the baby dragons and the beta minions can lock onto this air bombs, and it is very imperative that you get the air bombs down very quickly in the very initial of the raid. If you start your your beta baby attack from this direction, it will totally screw you, because this air bomb will be covering the builder hall and it will definitely kill your baby dragons and beta minions. So what you have to do is you have to enter from the direction on which there are air bombs. Also, you can ignore the position of firecrackers because they really don't matter, because this attack executes itself very quickly, and the baby dragons tend to survive the hits of these firecrackers and all. But you do have to consider one fact, that if these air defenses, firecrackers and bombs, are very tightly packed in the core of the base, then you don't have to go with this attack strategy. Otherwise it will totally screw up your raid. I'll play the replay and I'll pause it again to show one thing. Now, while you deploy your baby dragons and when you deploy your beta minions, it is obvious that their tantrum ability would be lost. That is the obvious fact. But till the time we do not deploy our beta minions, we can use the tantrum ability of these baby dragons. As you can see, I deployed 4 baby dragons before I deployed the rest of the beta minions, and all the 4 of them have their tantrum ability activated, which will, like, it's just only for 2-3 seconds, but it might matter, it might not matter, but it's always good to be on the safe side of the road. And if you start strong, you can end well. Now what I did is I deployed my beta minions. Now if you don't know beta minions ability, they have a long shot ability. So the first 2-3 shots that they shoot are from a very long distance. So deploy them like from a very far distance, so that it might take dragons chip off some of the buildings. Now I almost forgot, the baby dragons took down the air bomb as soon as they went inside, and that is why these so many minions and baby dragons are still surviving on the raid. The roster is hitting the baby dragons, the battle machine and baby dragons, but it is really not doing that much, as you can see, and hence you can totally ignore the roster and the firecrackers and all these defenses. The most important defense that you have to consider is air bomb. You do not have to like totally ignore it. The first thing that you might want to focus is the air bombs position. If they are inside the core, if they are not in the first line of defense of the base, then don't go with this attack strategy. We'll see the next replay how a fail looks like if you attack on a base on which the air bombs are quite centralized. In this attack, the baby dragons are doing really nice. They are, I paused it, okay. They are doing really nice and they are clearing out some buildings, and I will end up 83%. I'll end up with a 83% 2-star, and I will very gladly take that, my friend. We'll see another base and let's see how a fail looks like. Okay, so the one thing that you have to notice right off the bat while we see this attack strategy is don't spam your baby dragons like I did. I just did it for experimental purposes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's always better to chip off the side buildings first and then let your troops go inside of the base. Make sure you have more than 3 baby dragons going inside the base. Now, if you will see this base, I deployed all the baby dragons and I'm deploying my minions right now. But if you'll see this air bomb, if you go from this direction, there is this hefty, very powerful laboratory over here that would inhibit the motion of baby dragons and beta minions. And if you go from this direction, you have mines, you have archer tower, then you have mortar, and then you have the air bomb. So air bomb is quite deep inside the base, and hence it is not recommended to use this attack strategy, because air bombs will totally kill your baby dragons and your beta minions in no time, as what we'll see in this attack strategy. In this replay, you will see that this replay ends in just like 40 seconds, so, and it's not even a 3-star and not even a single star. So it really sucks if you attack this kind of base with beta baby attack strategy. I deployed my battle machine just in case. I thought that it would go to the air bombs and take it out. If that is something that you can do, you should definitely do that. The beta baby are basically doing a very great job, but the thing is that this air bomb is really screwing them. It entirely killed the baby dragons on this direction, and now it is locked on to the beta minions at this direction. And all these like, see, they absolutely didn't get anything. This part of the base battle machine got, and see how little amount of value these baby dragons and beta minions got just because of the presence of this one air bomb that is very centralized. So don't use your baby dragons or beta minion attack strategy if you have a centralized air bomb. We'll see one more attack, and in which I again spam my baby dragons, but it will be fun to watch. Now, this is also a very classic example of a kind of base that you might encounter. To prevent mass baby dragon or dirty baby dragon spam, sometimes the air bombs are kept on the side because they would kill the baby dragons, obviously. So when you encounter these kind of bases in which the air bombs are quite like not in the core and like very much away from the builder hall, and to the fact that it is not even covering the builder hall, then you don't have to go from the air bomb direction at all. You don't even have to touch the air bomb. You can just simply go from the opposite direction. As you will see, this beta minion will clear out a funnel for me, because I don't want my baby dragon to lock on to this clock tower and spend like 15 minutes over there. I spammed my baby dragons because yes, I was testing how spamming would work, but I won't recommend spamming. I recommend you what I showed you in the first attack strategy. Just get 2-3 seconds of tantrum ability of those baby dragons as much as you can, while the beta minions are quite far away from them. And as you will see, the roster was right here, just in front of builder hall, and the baby dragons and beta minions absolutely decimated it. So you don't have to worry much about the roster. You just have to worry about the air bombs. In this case, the air bombs is far off. That is why we went from this 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock-ish, 6 o'clock-ish direction, and we will get that builder hall. This one beta minion is working on the builder hall, and it took it down. Meanwhile, I deployed my battle machine to grab that extra percentage, and it is backed by some beta minions to clear out some of the defenses. I usually deploy my battle machine just for 2 purposes. Either it can take out the air bombs, or can destroy can distract the roster, or I use it in the very end when all my troops died, or my partial troops are dead, and I can just use it to grab some extra percentage as much as I can, because then I can make a more decisive video as to what defense or what area will provide me the maximum percentage. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you take away something from this video, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. This is Asquare, and I'll see you in my next video.